shrieking denunciations and fear-mongering have created a climate of fear and suspicion across the country. Any man who's been named by either a senator, a committee, or a congressman is dangerous to the welfare of this nation. President Eisenhower refuses to engage...
Yvette?
Oh, sir! I didn't hear you come in. You frightened me after that.
Wouldn't want to do that. So many better ways to die. Please, turn off that noise. Is everything ready?
Me?
Good. Cook?
You called, sir?
Is everything on schedule?
Dinner will be ready at 7:30. Sharp.
Right on time. You have your instructions? Let the game begin. Welcome, sir.
Good evening. I don't suppose I'm in the right.
You are indeed expected, Colonel.
How did you know my...
It is Colonel Mustard, isn't it?
No, that's not my name. My name
May
is...
I take your coat, Colonel?
Oh, all right, I suppose.
Oh! Not to worry, Colonel. It's just the maid in the hall with the champagne for.
Jump in.
Oh, don't mind if I... Were you expecting someone else?
Indeed, yes, sir. We'll be with you in a moment.
Do you know who I am?
Only that you're to be known as Miss White.
Yes, it said so in my letter, but
May I
why?
introduce you to the maid, Yvette? I see you two know each other.
Champagne? I think not.
Please, come warm yourself in the lounge.
Oh. Hello.
Hello. Pleased to meet you.
I'm rarely pleased to meet anyone. More?
Oh, yes.
Bonjour, madame. Please come in, sorry.
Miss Peacock, I presume.
Who? Oh, yes, that's me.
Cook, please come take Miss Peacock's coat. See you two know each other.
Don't be ridiculous. I've never seen that woman before in my life.
Champagne?
My lips belong to the Lord.
Please, come warm yourself in the lounge.
Thank you for your hospitality, butler. There's a couple of Benjamins hidden under the chocolate stick for you.
How sticky.
I expect to be treated like the
Hold that thought.
Who are you?
Welcome to the party.
This is turning out to be quite the crowd.
Is this the right address to meet a Mr. Bunn?
Sit! Oh, no, not you, sir.
Oh, sorry. I suppose this letter has me rather anxious.
It must be Mr. Green.
That's exactly who I am.
Pardon me, sir.
Please arrive at 7:30 sharp Saturday morning. Well, here I am.
Professor Plum.
Sure.
Well, and I thought I'd seen everything.
And Miss Scarlet. I didn't realize you and the professor were acquainted.
We're not. The bridge is washed out from the rain. My car broke down and this professor offered to give me a ride.
I'm hoping she'll return the favor one day.
Subtle.
How was your drive?
It was a long haul.
It is indeed a long haul, but then again, it is a very large house.
This way, please.
Hey, what is this godforsaken place anyway?
This whole place? This is Body Manor.
My, this really is a party.
Cook, dinner?
Greetings, all. It is a pleasure for you to see me. Ooh, cocktail hour.
There are so many of you, I didn't
Right.
realize.
Good then. You're all here. Mr. Green, Miss
Scarlet, Miss White, Colonel Mustard, Professor Plum, Miss Peacock. Tonight, as you may have surmised, nobody's being addressed by their real name. Courtesy your host has extended to ensure your privacy. I recommend you follow in his lead and refrain from revealing too much about yourselves. You never know when. Dinner. No.
Sorry. A little clumsy.
Mr. Wadsworth, you were saying you never know when. What?
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 Dinner is this way.
That was a long cocktail minute.
We really ought to keep the cook waiting. She can get quite cranky. You'll find your places by your names. Please be seated.
Do you see my
I
cousin?
believe this might be my seat. This place, at the head of the table, is that for you?
Indeed, no, sir. I am merely the humble butler. I do not sit.
What exactly do you do?
I buttle, sir.
Dinner is served.
All right, Butler, what's all this about, this dinner party?
Ours not to wonder why. Ours but to do and die. I'm merely quoting, sir, from Lord Tennyson, Alfred.
I prefer Kipling myself. Do you prefer Kipling, Miss Scarlet?
Sure, I'll eat anything.
So, who is our host? Is this where he sits?
All in good time, sir.
What is that smell? It's something familiar.
Saxon soup?
My favorite.
I know.
Bon appetit.
All right, well, I guess I'll be the one to get the ball rolling. I mean, it is an integral part of my life as the wife of a... Oh, I forgot we're not supposed to say who we really are, but I mean, I have no idea what we're doing here. And oh my, the soup's delicious, isn't it?
I know who you are.
You do?
I work in Washington.
Washington. She must be a politician's wife, Miss Peacock.
Yes, I am.
Who's your husband? Maybe I know him.
Hi, well, he's... Mrs. White, what does your husband do? You've been awfully quiet.
Oh, nothing.
Nothing.
Well, he just lays around on his back all day.
How lazy.
Not necessarily.
Sorry. Well, accident problem. Sorry.
That'll be $5.
Sorry?
Mr. Green, what do you do in Washington?
Oh, I better not say. I like to follow the rules.
Well, if I wasn't trying to keep the conversation going, then we'd all just be sitting here in embarrassed silence, wouldn't we?
Are you afraid of the silence, Miss Peacock?
Yes. No, why?
In my professional opinion, you suffer from what we call pressure of speech.
Is that an official diagnosis?
Are you doctor, professor?
In psychological medicine?
Do you practice?
Not anymore. I currently work for the government.
Another politician.
Not exactly. I currently do research for you-know-who.
You know who?
That's right.
What?
I currently work for a branch of the United Nations organization, the World Health Organization.
Ah, you know who.
You know who knows all about you know what?
What?
You are a real colonel, aren't you?
I am, sir.
Aren't you gonna mention the coincidence that you also live in Washington, D.C., Colonel?
How did you know that?
Oh, I've seen you before.
Does this mean that you also live in Washington?
Sure do.
Does anybody here not live in Washington?
This is about the Red Scare.
I'm not a communist. I'm a Republican.
Wadsworth, we've had about enough of this. Where is our host and why have we been brought here?
Speak of the devil. Pardon me, please.
Hey, I've got an idea.
Beauty and brains, Miss Scarlet.
Yeah.
Oh!
All the guests have arrived as expected, sir.
lounge is planned.
Alright, show me sure.
Nice to see you here.
Who is at the door? I demand to know what's going on.
Can I interest any of you for fruit or dessert?
No!
In that case, may I recommend we adjourn to the lounge for coffee and brandy, at which point your host will reveal himself, your letters will be explained, and the game will be afoot.
What
Game?
What game?
Coffee? Brandy?
Thank you, Yvette. That'll be all.
Mimosa.
Well, where's our host?
He's not here. Nobody's here. What is happening?
Cigarette? It'll calm your nerves.
No, thank you.
For Wadsworth. Open after dinner. It's for you.
Alright then, are you all comfortable?
I make a good living.
Ladies and gentlemen, these instructions are clear.
I'm glad something is.
It appears all 6 of you received the same letter.
This one?
This one.
It will be to your advantage to be present on this date because a Mr. Body will bring to end a certain long-standing, confidential, and painful financial liability.
Yes, I do believe that was the one.
It appears you all have something in common.
That bastard McCarthy. We're all being blacklisted, aren't we?
Close, Colonel, you're being blackmailed.
For some considerable amount of time, you have all been paying more than you can afford to a certain individual who threatens to expose you.
Oh, please. What's somebody going to blackmail me for? I go to church every Sunday.
Yeah, lady, don't we all?
Anyone else wish to deny it?
Until tonight, none of you have known who this individual is. But now, I assume the more perceptive of you have deduced that it's Mr. Body himself, and the less discerning members of our cadre are making that particular revelation right about...
It's Mr. Body! What is going on here? I demand.
My task this evening is to expose all of your secrets to each other, thus rendering you all culpable to each other's indiscretions.
But we hardly know each other.
Precisely.
Don't you think you might spare us this humiliation?
I'm afraid I have no choice. We'll start with you, Professor Plum.
This ought to be good.
It says here you're once a professor of psychiatry, specializing in helping pathological lying lunatics suffering from delusions of grandeur.
Yes, but now I work for the government.
So your work has not changed.
You can no longer practice medicine. Your license has been revoked.
Why? What'd he do?
You know what male doctors aren't supposed to do with their lady patients?
Yeah?
Well, he did.
How awful. You know someday there will be a reckoning for men like you.
I hope so.
You're disgusting.
Are you making moral judgments, Miss Peacock?
Well, he's...
How then do you justify taking bribes in return for delivering Senator Peacock's votes to certain lobbyists?
My husband is a paid consultant. There's nothing sinful about that.
Not if it's publicly declared, but if you slipped some cash under the stall at Old Ebbets Grill, how would you describe that transaction?
I'd say it stinks.
Well, when were you in that men's room?
So it's true?
No, it's a vicious lie.
And yet, you've been paying our friend the blackmailer a little over a year now to keep that story out of the papers.
Now, see here.
I'm willing to believe you. I too am being blackmailed for something I didn't do.
Not me.
You're not being blackmailed?
Oh, I'm being blackmailed all right, but I did what I'm being blackmailed for.
What'd you do?
I run my own business.
But that's not a crime.
You didn't ask what kind of business I run.
Alright, what kind of business do you run?
I provide gentlemen with the company of a young lady.
An escort service? In Washington?
I'm sure some people are just a little lonely.
A man who has to pay money to spend time with women, that's a problem I'll never have.
So, Miss Scarlett, is that how you knew that the Colonel lived in Washington?
Is he one of your clients?
Certainly not.
I was asking Miss Scarlett.
Well, you tell him it's not true.
It's not true.
Is that true?
No, it's not true.
So it is true.
A double negative.
Double negative? You mean you have photographs?
That sounds like a confession to me. It appears a double negative has led to proof positive. I'm afraid you gave yourself away.
Are you trying to make me look stupid in front of the other guests?
You don't need any help from me, sir.
That's right!
It says here you hold a sensitive security post in the Pentagon, Colonel. Those negatives would certainly compromise your position.
In what position were you caught in exactly, Colonel?
This is an outrage.
Don't worry, Colonel. Your secret's safe with me.
Thank you.
Miss White, you've been paying our friend the blackmailer ever since your husband died under, shall we say, mysterious circumstances.
Lays on his back all day. Cute.
Say what you want, I didn't kill him.
Then why are you paying the blackmailer?
I don't want another scandal, do I?
Another.
We had a very humiliating public confrontation. He had threatened to kill me in public.
Why would he want to kill you in public?
I think she means he had threatened, in public, to kill her.
He was all over the papers.
Yet, he was the one who died. Not you, Miss White, not you.
He was found dead at home, unclothed, with his head cut off and his, you know. But I had been out all night, at the movies.
What was showing?
The Naked Alibi.
A likely story.
But he was your second husband. Your first also disappeared.
That was his job. He was an illusionist.
But he never reappeared.
He wasn't a very good illusionist.
And lastly, Mr. Green, who is a...
I don't need you to unmask me, Wadsworth. I know what you're going to say about me, and it doesn't make me a criminal.
What's that?
Mr. Green, who is a homosexual.
Not me.
Beg your pardon?
You asked who's a homosexual, and I said, not me.
Yes, thank you, Colonel. You're correct, Mr. Green. Your crime is not your sexuality, it's your politics.
My politics? Since when is working for the Republican Party a crime?
You swore an oath of allegiance to the Republican Party, and yet neglected to vote for Eisenhower in the last election. I'd say that's grounds for an outing if there ever was one.
But voting records are confidential.
Everything has its price, Mr. Green.
Alright, you spilled our beans, Butler. So now what?
Don't you think you might spare us this humiliation? Where is this Mr. Body?
And what does he want from us?
Who cares? I'm not waiting here to find out. I've done nothing wrong. I'm leaving.
I'm afraid you can stay in denial, Miss Peacock, but you cannot leave this house.
I am the wife of a great senator. You can't tell me what to do. Locked?
Yes. The doors are barred, the windows are locked, and the grounds are patrolled by vicious dogs. There's no way out.
I can't believe this. It's an
outrage,
you bastard!
Allow me to introduce you to your host for this evening and blackmailer for life, Mr. Body. How do you do?
Ooh, Mrs. White in the lounge with her knee.
Thank you. I'm studying martial arts.
Pardon me, everybody, but there is one more piece of information you all might like to have.
What?
The police are coming in less than an hour.
The police?
Unless
what?
You agree to double down.
And why would we agree to that?
Because if not, I'll put this briefcase containing all the evidence needed to expose your wrongdoings in the hands of the police. I think some of you might face a lifetime in jail, and others a lifetime of shame.
Get the briefcase!
Unless
what?
Have a seat, please.
Whoa.
I'm fine.
What's this about, sir?
In this bag, there are 6 gifts I think you all might find useful this evening.
A candlestick? What's this for?
A wrench. A lead pipe.
A dagger.
A revolver?
Snake. Oh, it's just a rope.
In your hands, you all have a lethal weapon. You came here tonight because you believe the evidence against you was so terrible that you would do anything to keep it a secret. I'm putting that theory to the test.
You are, sir?
Mr. Wadsworth here is the only one who knows all your secrets, and it's costing us dearly to keep him quiet.
What do you mean?
I would not have to increase your blackmail if I did not have to pay Wadsworth for his silence.
Wadsworth?
That's a lie. He may look suave and charming. Thank you. But really, he's conniving and manipulative. False. Why do you think he called the police?
You called the police?
Only because he instructed me to do so.
Did I? Ladies and gentlemen, if you can get rid of Wadsworth, I'll have no need to increase your blackmail or expose you to the police.
Get rid of?
You mean kill him?
If you can eliminate Wadsworth,
Yes, I think that's what he means.
who not only knows all of my secrets, but all of yours. And I'll have no need to increase your blackmail, and I can be done with this terrible business once and for all.
You would never.
But why make us do it, Bonnie? Why don't you do your own dirty work?
Why should I? When all 6 of you are so uniquely motivated and armed.
After all I've done for you, he's a liar. I'm one of you. I'm not a butler. I'm an indentured servant.
A familiar refrain. Give it up, Wadsworth. It's over. The police are on their way. And the only way to not increase your blackmail and to not end up on the front pages is if you kill Wadsworth now.
It's Mr. Body.
Oh, thank God.
Is he breathing?
Stand back, I'm a doctor. He's dead.
Who had the gun?
I did.
So you shot him?
I didn't.
Well, if you had the gun, then who did?
Somebody grabbed from my hand and the next thing I knew there was a shot. Don't look at me, I'm not a forensics expert.
There's no gunshot wound.
He's right, there isn't.
Look, there's a bullet lodged here.
Eagle Eye, Miss Scarlet.
Well, if the bullet's over there, then how did he die over here?
Something else must have killed him.
One of us must have killed him.
Wasn't me.
It
I
wasn't
didn't
me
do it either.
I didn't do it.
I need a drink.
Maybe Mr. Body was poisoned by the brandy.
Poison?
It'll be okay.
Well, someone had to stop her screaming.
Was the brandy poisoned?
How should I know?
Looks like now we'll never know.
Unless she dies too.
The screams are coming from the study. Locked? Who's in there? Who's screaming?
C'est moi!
Yvette?
Oui!
Yvette, are you alright?
No!
Yvette, are you alive?
Of course I'm alive, you idiot! No thanks to you, Wadsworth, you locked us up in this house with a murderer!
So the murderer is here?
We?
Where?
We're here while looking at him. Or her.
What took you so long?
I'm an old woman who may or may not have been poisoned. It's amazing I'm anywhere.
I heard you all in the lounge. One of you is the killer.
How could you hear us in the lounge?
I was listening. I have a tape recorder in the study connected to the lounge. Monsieur Body asked me to record your conversation.
Why would we ask you to do that?
For more evidence, of course. Wadsworth revealed large secrets in the lounge. Now they're all recorded.
What a snake! I've got to destroy those tapes.
Who cares about the tape? What about the body?
What body?
Body's body!
But Yvette, why were you screaming in there all by yourself?
Because I was frightened. I also drank the cognac. Maybe I am poisoned too. Mon Dieu!
It's alright, Yvette. I'll protect you. I'm the doctor.
One of you is the killer. Monsieur Body is dead.
Yeah, we have to find out which one of them did it.
What do you mean, which one of them?
Well, I didn't do it.
I didn't do it!
Well, one of you did. I would have done it myself, but I didn't have access to a weapon.
Don't look at me. All I got was a candlestick.
Maybe one of us didn't do it.
Who else could it have been? Who else is in the house?
Only the cook.
The cook!
It doesn't look like the cook's in here.
What a lovely kitchen. My husband and I had one very similar in our first brownstone. It has such a homey feel.
Oh,
It's the cook with a dagger.
Someone must have killed her.
this makes two.
To what?
Murderers.
I hate murders!
I think you'd better explain yourself, Wadsworth.
Me?
I mean, who else would want to kill the cook?
Dinner wasn't that bad.
How can you make jokes at a time like this?
It's my defense mechanism.
Some defense. If I was the killer, I'd kill you next. I said if. There's only one admitted killer here, and it's not me. It's Mrs. White!
I've admitted nothing.
You paid the blackmail. How many husbands have you had?
Mine are other women's.
Yours.
5.
5?
Yes, just 5. Husbands should be like Kleenexes, soft, strong, and disposable.
Well, then if it wasn't you, who was it? Who had the dagger?
It was Miss Peacock.
Yes, I did, but I put it down.
Where?
In the study. Any one of us could have picked it up. Well, I
It
didn't.
wasn't
I didn't pick it up.
me.
Well,
Here, let's help me get her up. Gentlemen, may I recommend we take the cook's body back into the lounge?
Why?
Well, for starters, when the police arrive, if they find a dead body, we'll be arrested under suspicion of murder.
Murder?
And secondly, I'm the butler. I like to keep the kitchen tidy.
The body's gone.
What are you all staring at?
Nobody.
What?
Nobody. Nobody. Mr. Body's body, it's gone. Maybe he wasn't really dead?
He was.
We should have made sure.
I get it, okay? I failed.
So was he dead or wasn't he?
Maybe he was dead, but someone moved him.
Who would move him? And why?
How should I know?
Well, if he's not there, then where is he?
Oh my. All this excitement. Is there a little girl's room I can use?
Oui, oui, madame.
No, I just need to powder my nose.
There's a toilet in the billiard room.
I don't mean to alarm anyone, but we do have the small problem of 2 dead bodies. One present, one missing, and the imminent arrival of police.
The bridge is washed out. That should buy us some extra time.
I don't want extra time. I want the police to arrive.
But when the police arrive, the rest of us are cooked.
Wadsworth, am I right in thinking that we are the only people in this house?
No.
So there's someone else in this house?
No.
No?
Sorry, I said no meaning yes.
No meaning yes. Yes. Look, I want a straight answer.
Don't look at me.
Is there anyone else in this house? Yes or no?
No.
No, there is or no, there isn't?
Yes.
There seems to be a bit of confusion as to whether or not we are the only people in this house.
There isn't.
There isn't any confusion, or there isn't anyone else?
Either. Both.
Look, just give me a clear answer.
What was the question again?
Is there anyone else left in this house?
No! That's what he says, but does he know?
Look, we've got a killer on the loose, the missing dead body of Mr. Body, a cook with a dagger, and all these easily accessible weapons. The rope, the revolver, the candlestick, the wrench, and... Hey, where's the lead pipe?
It's Mr. Body!
He's attacking her!
Over my dead body! He's dead.
Mr. Body? Dead? Again?
Oh my god.
Someone catch her.
Here, fall into my arms. Sorry.
Where did this happen, Mrs. Peacock? It was in the bathroom. At first, I thought he was just attacking me, but then I realized he'd been propped up against the doorframe dead, just waiting to fall on someone.
Takes a lot of guts to kill someone twice.
It's what we call overkill.
Why?
What's the difference to him?
Makes a difference to him.
Makes a difference to us. We need to find out who killed him with what and where.
Seems like it was probably the lead pipe.
10 points, Professor Plum.
What kind of game are you playing, Wadsworth?
This isn't a game.
You. The lead pipe belonged to you.
But I dropped it on the way to the kitchen.
People don't just drop murder weapons.
Well, I didn't know it was a murder weapon when I dropped it.
So anyone could have picked it up.
Yes, but who did? Who did? Who did pick up the lead pipe and brutally murder Mr. Body's body, leaving his dead body bloody in the bathroom? Who? Who did it? Who?
Cool it, Butler. While you lose your marbles, I'm over here trying to do something useful. Have you all forgotten about the evidence against us?
The evidence!
Body's briefcase is locked.
There must be a key.
There is. Mr. Green, would you be so kind as to reach into Mr. Body's coat pocket to retrieve the key to his briefcase so we might destroy the evidence inside of it once and for all?
I guess.
Hey, where'd you get those?
I don't like germs.
Or fingerprints?
No, mostly it's really just germs. No key.
No, we'll never be able to open the briefcase.
Colonel Mustard, hand me the wrench.
Oh.
It's empty. empty.
Then where's all the evidence?
Have the evidence in the briefcase, my foot. I told you Mr. Body was a liar. We need to get that evidence.
And destroy it.
And then we can put this all behind us.
Move on with our miserable lives.
Mon Dieu!
Evidence against us aside, first things first. We're in a room full of 2 dead bodies.
As the cops are on their way.
Let's move the corpses to the sofa so they look a little less dead. Ladies first.
Careful, don't get blood on the sofa.
How do we do this?
Taper forward.
Sideways, over the arm.
Now what?
Now we need to do something about this room full of murder weapons and the homicidal maniac on the loose.
How about we take all the weapons and we lock them in the closet?
Good idea.
There, locked.
What are you going to do with that key to the closet, Wadsworth?
I'll put it in my pocket.
But what if you're the murderer?
I'm not.
But what if you are?
I know. I'll throw the key outside.
Good idea.
That's great. How do you do?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disturb the whole household, but my car broke down out here and I was wondering if I could use the phone.
Right. Just a moment, sir. Right, of course, sir.
Thank you.
Well, where is it?
Where's what? Body?
The phone. What body?
Nobody. There's nobody. There's nobody in the lounge.
No!
No! My mistake. There's a working phone in study.
Alrighty then.
Right through here, sir.
Thank you.
Now listen. Our task is twofold. 1, find the evidence, and 2, find the murderer.
But how?
I suggest we handle this in proper military fashion. We split up and search the house.
Split up?
Yes, exactly. We split up into pairs. That way, none of us will be alone.
But whenever one of us is paired up with the murderer, might get killed.
Mon Dieu!
But then we would have discovered who the murderer is.
But then the other half of the pair would be dead.
This is war, Peacock. Casualties are inevitable. You can't make an omelet without breaking eggs. Every cook will tell you that.
But look what happened to the cook.
Are you really willing to take that risk, Colonel?
What choice do we have?
None.
I suppose you're right.
All right then, troops, divide and conquer. I'll split us up into pairs. Eeny, meeny, miny.
No. Miss White, you go with me. Miss Peacock, you go with Professor Plum. Mr. Green, why don't you go with Yvette? And Miss Scarlet, you're going with Eeny Meeny. Now go.
But what if somebody doesn't come back?
We'll remember you fondly.
Just checking.
Is everything alright?
Yep, 2 corpses. Everything's fine.
Oh, good.
Good? Did you even hear me? There are 2 corpses in there. Nothing's fine. God, I hate searching this house.
Go on. I'll be right behind you.
That's why I'm nervous.
Why? It's just us. All alone.
That's just it, Miss White. No man in his right mind would ever want to be alone with you.
Fine. Go in there, I'll go in here. Are you going?
Yeah, are you?
Yes.
On the count of 3. 3!
Nothing in there.
Nothing in there either.
How am I supposed to find anything if I don't even know what I'm looking for?
Society is perpetually menaced by disintegration through the primary hostility of men towards one another.
Your fancy words do not intimidate me, Professor.
I take no credit, Miss Peacock. Freud. I think he's onto something.
Now is not the time for academic pursuits.
Hey, this looks like the cigarette Miss Scarlet smokes. Well, I think we've probably found the most compelling piece of evidence we can. Let's go.
I'm a little nervous. I'm in this big house and I've been locked in the lounge. Funny thing is, there's this whole group of people having some sort of party. And I think one of them's my customer. Yeah, my regular Tuesday night passenger.
What room is this?
Search me. Get your mitts off me. It's just an expression.
My apologies, Miss Scarlet. I struggle with nuance.
This is the last room left to search in this beastly mansion, and we still haven't found the evidence.
I still feel like this time has been productive, nonetheless.
Aren't you a Pollyanna?
You're a brave and determined lady, Miss Scarlet. I really enjoyed our time spent together. Perhaps after this expedition ends, we can remain friends. I mean, murders aside, it's just been a lovely group of people, all in all. Although, I would like to hear Mrs. White explain when and how she lost her veil in the billiard room.
You found White's veil in the billiard room?
Mm-hmm.
Odd. And I found Professor Plum's stupid tobacco pipe abandoned in the hallway. Seems suspicious if you ask me.
Took a cover! Murder!
There's no murder, Colonel Smarty Pants. It's just a passage.
Classic misunderstanding.
A secret passage. Come on.
Oh, ladies first, Miss Scarlet.
How heroic.
Where are we?
How should I know? The lights are off.
Well, then turn them on.
I would if I could see anything.
Here, maybe this will help.
The study. Oh, of course, we forgot to look in the study.
Bit of an oversight considering the dead motorist in the chair.
Dead motorist!
Because the door is locked.
You had the key, Wadsworth. You left a motorist in here.
I don't. The key's gone.
Gone? I have an idea. There's a murderer on the loose. Please get us out of here.
There's no other alternative. Everybody stand back. I have to break down the door. I'm a doctor.
Stand back, I'm a woman!
Is anybody shot?
I'm okay.
Thank God. Couldn't take any more of that.
What was that? Murder!
I will help you. I'm done shooting at you. The door is unlocked. You can come out now.
Why were you shooting at us?
To open the door.
But you could have killed us.
I said stand back.
Let's add finding the key to the study to our priority list.
Can somebody please help me up?
Oh my God.
Hey, Frenchie, where'd you get the gun anyway?
It's the broom closet. It was unlocked.
Unlocked? But that's impossible. I have the key. No, I don't. The key's gone.
Gone?
Not to beat a dead horse, but I feel like having.
I thought you said you threw out the key.
I did say that, but I didn't do that. I got distracted by the motorist at the door and forgot. One of you must have stolen them from my pocket when we were searching.
Whoever stole the keys is the killer.
Precisely.
Speaking of the killer, there's a dead body in the study, you know? Again? The motorist is dead. Which one of you killed him? We found him. Together.
He was already dead.
The door to the study was locked.
We went through a secret passage we found in the conservatory.
Who built this place?
Parker Brothers.
I'm gonna go open the door. It's the courteous thing to do.
No!
Don't worry, guys. It's not the police.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, officer. We've been expecting you.
You have?
We haven't?
I was just passing through and happened to see an abandoned car at the gates of this very house. Did a motorist stop by here by any chance?
No.
Yes.
There seems to be some disagreement. At any chance, could I use your phone?
Of course. There's one in the lounge that you can use.
Out of order.
Oh, sorry. My mistake. There is one in the study that you could use.
Occupied.
Officer, if you please, there's a working phone in the library.
You're all acting very peculiar.
It's because our chandelier fell down. But it would have killed us. But don't worry, the maid is cleaning it up.
That's all well and good. What's going on in the lounge and study?
Lounging, studying.
Let me have a look.
No, thank you.
What?
This way, please.
I'd rather take a look around myself first.
Of course, officer. I'll take you on the grand tour of Body Manor. This home was originally built by Lord Escanor Body in 1787. Notice the mahogany floors. Did you know that in the late 17th century, the buccaneer John Escanor noted the use of mahogany in the making of canoes? Can you canoe, sir?
What? Where'd everybody go?
Who? Notice the brass doorknobs. They were handcrafted for Lord Body by his buddy in the early 1800s.
I don't care about your doorknobs, mister. What's going on around here? What are you hiding in those rooms?
In what rooms?
The lounge and the study.
Those two rooms.
Yes!
I'm afraid I can't allow you to go in there.
Why not?
Because it's all too shocking.
Oh, hello, officer. Welcome to the party.
Excuse me.
Your excuse.
Pardon me. Oh, whoa.
Good night, officer.
Right. See, that wasn't shocking at all. These people were just having a good time. You didn't tell me you guys were having a party.
My apologies, sir.
Let's go to the study.
This way.
Oh, excuse me.
Evening, officer. How do you do?
Are these men drunk?
Dead drunk.
Oh. Want a sip? I'm good. I'm still on the clock. The chief would kill me.
Killed if you do, killed if you don't.
What?
Have a good evening, officer.
Same to you. Well,
I can explain everything.
there's no need. Nothing illegal going on there.
There isn't?
No, this is America. May I still use that phone?
Of course. The library's this way.
Thank you.
All's clear. You can all come out now. Good job, all of you. Incredible.
Good job.
Now, let's continue searching the manor. The police are on their way.
But I thought the police already came.
Not the broken down car police, the criminal investigation police.
Let's continue searching for the evidence, and we can't afford to have any more murders. It's getting dangerous. Now go!
Hello? Yeah, this is... hello? Hello? Are you still there? Is the phone not working?
Hello? We turned off the lights. Hello?
It's me.
Oh, it's only you. You scared me. I thought you were the killer.
Hello? Did somebody cut the wire?
You thought right.
Oh, good. It's you. I found an abandoned car and wound up in an old mansion. And all the lights just cut off. I don't know, Chief, but there's something funny going on here. Yeah, they're having a party and you'll never guess who I just saw.
Oh, there we go. What good are the lights? We're still in the dark anyway. We're no closer to solving our murder mysteries or unearthing the evidence against us. Shh. Do you hear that?
Sounds like the telephone is off the hook.
It's coming from the library.
That must be where the murderer is.
Guard me. I'm going in.
What are you afraid of?
A fate worse than death?
No, mostly just death. Excuse me, sir. Are you all right? Do you need any assistance? A phone book, perhaps?
Hey, Copper, the butler asked you a question. Hang up the phone or I will.
We'll be safe in the billiard room.
Maybe we can
Good idea!
Oh my god, not Yvette!
Oh my god, he's dead!
The maid. No,
Another one!
I am your singing telegram.
Ah! 3 murders in 3 minutes.
That's our best record.
3 murders.
6 altogether.
This is getting serious.
The cook, Mr. Body, the motorist, the cop, Yvette, and the singing telegram messenger.
But who is the murderer?
Ain't that the $1,000,000 question?
I think right now our best course of action is to retrace our steps. Sometimes the answer is hiding right under our noses. Let's start at the beginning of the night. At the start, there was thunder, lightning, and dogs barking. Woof woof, ding dong, Colonel Mustard. Ding dong, Miss White, who noticed Yvette. Ding dong, Miss Peacock, who noticed the cook. Ding dong, Mr. Green. Woof woof, sit. Oh, no, not you, sir. Ding dong, Professor Plum, Miss Scarlet. Gong, dinner is served. That was more like a cocktail minute. The dining room was this way. Shark's fin soup, my favorite. And then Mr. Body arrived. I have an idea. And then Mr. Body took us to the lounge, where he passed out gifts. Ah, a snake. Oh no, it's a rope. And then Mr. Body switched off the lights. Bang! Mr. Body was dead. And then Miss Peacock drank his drink. Poison. Ah! Slap! Well, somebody had to shut her up. And then we heard screams coming from the billiard room. I'm an old woman. And then Miss Peacock asked, is there anyone else in this house? To which we all replied, the cook! Somebody please help me up. Gentlemen, I suggest we take the cook's body back to the lounge. But when we got there, Mr. Body's body was gone. Ah! And then we decided to destroy the evidence in the briefcase, but it was empty. So then we decided to lock all the murder weapons into the billiard room. And then that's when the motorist showed up. Hello, sir. And I locked him in the lounge. And then the unexpected cop showed up. You're all acting rather peculiar. This way, please, sir. And then the maid got strangled in the billiard room. Which brings us to, I am your singing telegram girl. And here we are.
Bravo!
Impressive, Wadsworth.
But what does it prove?
Nothing.
Well.
Enough of this. I know who the murderer is.
You do?
It was Professor Plum in the hall with the revolver.
Liar!
We all heard the gun go off, Professor, and I found your stupid tobacco pipe when we were searching the house. When'd you drop it, huh? While scoping out the best vantage point to kill your next victim? I bet that poor singing telegram messenger was an old patient of yours, right?
I have never seen that singing telegram messenger in my life.
Alright, well, where the gun's missing. Gentlemen, turn out your pockets. Ladies, empty your purses. Whoever has the gun is the murderer.
Well done, Wadsworth.
Can't expose me if you're dead.
And if we're alive, officer, there's your man.
Well done, Wadsworth.
That's what I said.
Yes, well, I'm saying it now. I'm Hank Cuffs, Chief of Police. Professor Plum, you're going with me.
But that's not how it happened.
Alright, we're listening, Professor Plum. Who do you accuse?
It happened like this. It was Colonel Mustard in the study with the wrench.
I never study.
I found your Medal of Honor in the study where the motorist died. He was killed by the wrench. The wrench belonged to you.
Well, the wrench is missing. Gentlemen, turn out your pockets. Ladies, empty your purses. Whoever has the wrench is the murderer.
Well done, Wadsworth.
Not a kernel of truth in him.
Well done, Wadsworth.
Wait, you have it all wrong. It happened like this.
Alright, Colonel, who do you accuse?
It was Mrs. White with the rope in the billiard room.
I'd rather die.
I found your veil in the billiard room, and I saw how you cringed tonight when Yvette served you dinner.
Yes, it's true. I hated Yvette. I hated her so much. She had a torrid love affair with my late husband. I hated her so much that flames at the side of my head, breathing, heaving, hot breaths. But just because I hated her doesn't mean I killed her.
Well, the rope is missing. Gentlemen, update your pockets. Ladies.
Well done, Wadsworth.
That's what I said.
Yes, well, I'm saying it now. Mark my words, Chief of Police, Mrs. White.
Flames! Flames! No, it happened like this.
Miss White, who do you accuse?
was Mrs. Peacock in the kitchen with the dagger. I found your feather by the corpse.
I'm Barry D. Hatchet.
She's the police.
It happened like this. It was Miss Scarlet in the library with the candlestick.
You can't do this to me.
Frankly, Scarlet, I don't give a damn.
Valiant effort, all of you.
The truth is, the murder is, all of you. Nobody move. You're all killers. Freeze.
Well, now wait a minute, Wadsworth. There's just one thing that I don't understand.
One thing?
I'm not Mr. Wadsworth, I'm Mr. Body.
Now, two things.
But Body bled all over me.
But that wasn't Mr. Body who was doing the bleeding.
If Mr. Body wasn't Body, then who was he?
He was Wadsworth, my butler.
No way!
Well, if you're the real Mr. Body, then what was your purpose in dragging this all out?
Well, when you started murdering people, I decided to let you self-implode. Kill off my network of spies and informers. Which you all did splendidly, leaving your fingerprints generously all over the weapons in this bag. Now I have you on the hook for murder.
Murder?
Bribery for petty crimes is one thing, but murder? That could get expensive.
Why this whole charade?
The splitting us up, the searching of the house.
It's all part of the game.
Game?
Oh, yes, I'm relaxed now.
Now that you killed off everyone against me, there's no evidence left. I've gotten off scot-free.
But the police will be here any minute. You'll never get away with this.
What?
Nobody's called the police, have they?
Police were never on their way.
God, you're good.
Now listen up, you retrobates. We're gonna stack the bodies in the cellar one at a time, lock the cellar door, and leave Body Manor one at a time.
I can't just forget about this.
With murder on the menu, the price of blackmail just tripled.
Forgotten.
Now move.
Wait a minute. We can all rush him. He's got no more bullets left in that gun.
You really think I'm gonna fall for that old trick?
It's not a trick. There was one shot at Mr. Body in the lounge, 2 for the chandelier, 2 at the lounge door, and 1 for the singing telegram messenger.
That's not 6.
1 + 1 + 2 + 1.
No, there was only 1 shot for the chandelier. That's 1 + 2 + 1 + 1.
Even if you were right, that would be 1 + 1 + 2 + 1, not 1 + 2 + 1 + 1.
Okay, fine. 1 + 1. Shut up! The point is that there's 1 bullet left in this gun, and whoever moves is gonna get it!
So, you're just gonna keep blackmailing us and we're supposed to forget this ever happened?
Of course, why not?
I'll tell you why not. Claire Goodman, FBI. The jig is up.
You're FBI?
Apparently, I'm a dead ringer for Green. He got the same letter just like everyone else, but he came to the Bureau for help. I took his place tonight so we could have a sting operation.
Some sting? 6 people died on your watch.
I usually work the desk. My beat is property crime, like theft, fraud. That's why it was so easy for me to loot the briefcase.
You looted the briefcase?
It's all here, Miss Scarlet's books, with clientele, dates, and names, proving that she's one of DC's top madams, and justifying why she killed the cop that was on her payroll.
Give me that!
And a love letter addressed to Professor Plum. The singing telegram girl was the love of the head of the you-know-who, and she would have come clean to Daddy, who would have cleaned out Professor Plum, so you killed them.
That's private property.
And these negatives are quite the regular at Miss Scarlet's establishment, Colonel.
I just wanted somebody to talk to.
But you couldn't be a colonel anymore if the motorist had told your general where he drives you on Tuesday nights. The shark's fin soup indeed, Peacock. Too bad your cook couldn't keep her mouth shut. If she hadn't blabbed about your briberies, maybe you wouldn't have gone and killed her in the billiard room. Now we know what took you so long.
Circumstantial evidence will never hold up in a court of law.
This notarized record from the cook will. And Miss White, you weren't lying, were you? You really did hate Yvette.
Flames on the side.
Okay, we get it. I have a container containing all the fingerprints from your previous murders.
I never murdered my husbands.
Fingerprints I'm sure the FBI will be able to match to those found on the rope tied around Yvette's neck.
I wore gloves.
These gloves? And last but not least, Mr. Bobby Body.
It's Robert!
You didn't hate Yvette at all, did you, Mr. Body?
What's it to you?
I want to add illicit green card love affair to the FBI file. I hold in my hand. An FBI file on the whole Body family. Your butler, the real Wadsworth, has been feeding us information for months. I see why you killed him, twice. Your shot missed him in the lounge, but he wisely played dead, and it wasn't until you caught him trying to escape that you were able to bludgeon him to death with the lead pipe I dropped on my way to the kitchen.
Rookie move.
The Body family has been wanted for organized crime for generations, but they've always eluded the law. Until now, tonight, the Body business has reached a dead end.
I'm hit! I'm melting! I'm slain! I'm dust! I'm food for the worms! I'm almost dead. Not yet. Close. Ah, yes. Here it is. Oh, God.
He's dead.
No, wait! Not yet! I'm back!
Damn it!
No.
I tell you, this is the most exciting night I've had of my entire life. And now, you're all under arrest. Officer, here are the criminals you've been looking for. And the evidence. Oh, and there's also tapes in the billiard room that you may find useful.
The tapes.
Alright, who done it?
She did!
All of them did. But if you want to know who killed Mr. Body, it was me, Special Agent Larry Goodman, in the lounge with the revolver.
Well done, Goodman.
That's what he said.
And that's how it really...
I'm fine.
Fine. Okay, Chief. Take him away. I'm gonna go home to sleep with my wife.